My mother left me and moved out of state when I was 5 years old. She failed to bond with me growing up, which led to us not being close. After 30 years, she came back to California, seeking to make up for lost time. However, instead of fostering a healthy relationship, she engaged in a series of harmful actions. Before my mother filed her malicious false report to DCFS, she was using the police to harass me and my family. A police officer who responded to her calls noticed her pattern of abuse and ordered her to stop. My mother has done this before. She has a criminal history of filing false police reports. Her ex-husband told me she falsely accused him of domestic battery, but she lied in court and the charges were dropped. This pattern of deceitful behavior should have raised red flags. In the entire 6 months she's been in California, she did not visit my family. The night she stayed over, my wife reminded me that my mother wasn't safe to have around other people's children. She had been joking about taking pills with alcohol, and she has a history of involuntary psychiatric holds. During the investigation, she blatantly lied to DCFS, claiming she used to live with me and my family. Her lies continued even after my children were removed from my home. During an interview, she falsely reported that I wrote a note to unalive myself. I regret the time I shared my music with her. I told her I wrote down the lyrics to one of my songs, and she created this horrendous lie to use against me. Shortly after her interview, my son, who I loved since the day he was born, passed away while in the custody of DCFS. DCFS's duty is to protect families against malicious false reports. A background check on my mother would have confirmed that she has not lived in California in many years. The most damning evidence of all is the malicious false report itself. The personal information my mother reported to DCFS regarding my son and daughter's date of birth, both dates were incorrect. I also noticed that she didn't correctly give DCFS my personal information regarding my date of birth. She knowingly concealed the fact that my father was an adult who had sexual relations with her when she was a minor. CPS failed to properly investigate my mother's history and disregarded evidence of her malicious behavior. They also accepted her false information without proper scrutiny. The evidence is clear. She doesn't have a relationship with my family. Labeling her a paternal grandmother was a blatant misrepresentation. The system failed to protect my family from my mother's harmful actions. The woman who abandoned me as a child, the one who should have been a source of love and support, caused unimaginable harm to my family, ultimately leading to the tragic loss of my son. This situation highlights the serious harm that can be caused by malicious false reports. It is crucial to raise awareness about this issue and advocate for stronger protections for families against such abuse.